Hello and a very warm welcome. Driver ratings for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. All 20 drivers covered as we rate them out of 10 for their weekend. Now we are back on the phone. Hopefully I'll be able to fix my laptop because I thought it was quite good that I brought the teams and drivers up. But anyway, we're a bit of an issue on that problem, so let's jump into it. Max, 10. A drive shaft issue in qualifying put him down to 15th. He's gone from 15th to 2nd and claims the fastest lap. A very good drive by the Dutchman, and a bit unfortunate with that problem because he would have easily won this race. And he only finished not that far behind his teammate. Sergio Perez, 10. As soon as Max had his issue, the pressure was on for Sergio to deliver, and to be fair, he did. He took pole position and a dominant win. But I don't think the win's as good as people make out for Max to only be 5 seconds behind him. We all know if them two are racing equally, Max comes out on top. But he showed he's capable, he did his job. Charles Leclerc, 5. Going into the weekend, he had a 10-place grid penalty. He qualified 2nd, went back to 12th. First of all in the race he was rapid and then just seemed to stay in 7th. Carlos Sainz, 5, very disappointing by Sainz. P4 in quali and then very average in the race, P6. Poor team result for Ferrari to be behind both Mercedes. Here we go, Lewis Hamilton, 0. And if I could give him -10 I would. Dog shit from start to finish, absolutely mullered by the male model. And if you don't want to be here, Lewis, you know where the door is. Shock him. Where do you start? From body language to racing to now contemplating different setups like last year. Absolute bullshit at the highest level. No one's falling for this crap any longer. Like I say, if you don't want to be here, retire. He's not been the same driver since 2021, what happened in Abu Dhabi. But I'm getting tired of the excuses now, and he can never admit George has just done a better job. You look at qualifying, 0.4 off, embarrassing. In the race, a total shambles, finishes 5th. No pace whatsoever, and I posted, is Lewis Hamilton finish? 89% of the people think so. Shock him. He looks finished. George Russell, 10. He's done the best job he can. He's beat Lewis all weekend. He thought he had a podium, but they've changed the result. Bit of an embarrassing look for Formula 1. But yeah, George is doing the best he can. Finishes P4. Smashed Lewis all weekend. Fernando Alonso, 10. Qualified 2nd, started on the front row. He got a penalty for being out of the grid box. Served that, and then he got another penalty after the race for working on a car, but they've reversed the decision, so he claims his 100th podium in Formula 1. Very impressive. His 2nd podium in 2 races. Fernando Alonso, 41 years of age, and he's still racing like when he came into Formula 1. Lance Stroll, 5. Yeah, disappointing for Lance. P5 in quali. He was actually purple sector 1, and then, he's still driving injured, retired later in the race. 1'1", P16 in quali, beats Nick de Vries, close to the points. Kevin Magnussen passed him late on. Nick de Vries won, shock him. P18 in quali, P16 in the race. Expecting much more from Nick de Vries. He's not delivering, obviously not comfortable with that Alpha Tauri yet. Alex Albon, 5, once again ahead of his teammate, qualified 17th, was running well, was looking like a P12 finish, but had brake issues, and obviously that becomes a safety issue, so he retired. Logan Sargent, 0. He was my rookie of the weekend at Bahrain, but this weekend was scruffy. Qualifies last, very scruffy session, spinning. P16 in the race, really poor weekend for Logan. Esteban Ocon, 8. Qualified 6th, finished 8th. Solid points by the Frenchman. and that goes for Gasly as well. Gasly 8, P9, seems to struggle in qualifying, comes alive in a race. Gasly finished 9th. Valtteri Bottas 0. Yeah, qualifying was shocking, the race was shocking. Where was Valtteri's pace this weekend? I have no idea. He retired late on. An awful weekend for Valtteri. My favourite number in driver ratings, Guan Yu Zhou 5. I may as well put that in for the rest of the season, because every single weekend I give this guy 5, because he never sets the world on fire. He had a very good qualifying, but I always seem to give him 5. He finishes 13th. Pulled a great move on Logan Sargent. Lando Norris 0. Has to be 0. Driver error in qualifying, that meant he started 19th. And then damage on the opening couple of laps. A shocking, shambolic day for McLaren. Norris finished 17th. Wow, the team is a joke at the minute. Oscar Piastri 5. Now, I'm not going to give Piastri 0 because he did a very good qualifying. He qualified P8, his first time in Q3. But yeah, contact on lap 1 ruined his race. Team orders come in, criminal when you're fighting over last. But yeah, Oscar did okay. Hulkenberg 7. Good in qualifying, needs to work on his races. He finished 12th in the race. Seems to struggle in the race. Maybe he's not up to speed just yet. Kevin Magnussen 8. Scores Haas's first points. So, yeah. Not a bad effort by Magnussen. Magnussen not good in qualifying, better in the race. So there we have it. All 20 drivers covered as we rate them out of 10 for their weekend. Let's have the famous countdown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there we have it. Saudi Arabia Grand Prix weekend done. Next up, Albert Park, Melbourne. Perez, a dominant win. Max did the best he could from coming back from 15th. Alonso lost his podium to regain his podium. That was messy. Mercedes ahead of Ferrari. McLaren a total embarrassment. That is a quick summarization. Comment down below your thoughts. Driver ratings does divide opinion. Let the comments commence.